Hey everybody, Altcoin Sherpa here. As always, this is not financial advice. Trading is very risky and I am not a professional. Please do your own research. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about how to identify market tops. Right now, many altcoin charts are not at tops. We are not currently in that state yet. However, I believe that we will be in that state soon enough, and I would like for you guys to look at the keys to seeing what a top looks like. So when identifying a top in a chart, there are a few key things that you want to be looking at. As I only trade off primarily price action, I'm going to be using as few tools as possible or indicators. I'm sure that there are many other traders that use indicators, and those are great systems for identifying trend changes. EMAs and moving averages are also great for looking at trend changes. I look at those to supplement my trading, but I am going to primarily look at this from a price action perspective. So right now, this is BTC USD on the 1 day during the big 2019 run. And what are we looking at here? How did we know this was the top? Of course, hindsight is 2020, and it's impossible to know precisely where the top will be. You generally have to look to the left to find resistance areas. But what are you looking for first and foremost? First and foremost, you are looking for a big blow-off top, meaning you are looking for a candle that just looks very explosive, and it can be a set of candles as well. It can be a set of candles where price is going very strongly, and we can call it almost parabolic over a very short amount of time. And this is usually the peak of the rally where price is having an extremely strong last second blow off top. This is usually characterized by very high buy volume. So you're looking for a massive spike in buy volume. And that's kind of your first indicator of a top may be forming. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the top, of course. If you look back in May of 2019, you could have maybe argued that 8,000 was the top here because you're seeing very high buy volume, you're seeing high sell volume, which we'll talk about in a second, but price just kept hanging around there and eventually continued up. And it really depends on the way in which price moved up. You will see, I'll show you some charts later on of the current BTC move and why I think that this is quite a bit different than 2019 or 2017. But the way in which price moves up, generally, a coin like XRP, will review that as well. It'll shoot straight up, sit there for a second, then shoot straight down. If you're looking at a more sustainable move, you'll see price kind of accumulate, small move up, accumulate, small move up, accumulate. That's kind of a more sustainable move, and that's more of what we're seeing right now for Bitcoin in 2020 versus 2019 and 2018. But that right there, this right here is important in terms of determining the market tops, because the more explosive the move up, generally the more explosive the move is going to be when coming on down. So first and foremost, you are looking at big buy volume at a blow off top. This is where price is just skyrocketing. Everybody is feeling so rich right now. Look, price went up 56% in the span of just looks like 2 weeks or so. And, everybody is very happy. And that's usually indications of a top forming. So, okay, you're looking for big blow off top. What's next? You are looking for high sell volume. And it doesn't necessarily have to come directly after this big blow off top, but sometimes it does. And that's characterized right here. Big sell volume right here. And furthermore, after this peak blow off top, you'll sometimes see price range around here, spike up, see a swing failure pattern up, and then head back down. Or sometimes it will not even reach that area. So you're looking for high sell volume after the big blow off top, and you're also looking for some very bearish candle closes. And obviously there are many bearish types of candle closes. There's you can just Google them: shooting stars, hanging mans, all those types of candle closes that are not bullish at all. So generally for top, you'll see price hang around for a little bit, and this is generally where the insiders are offloading their bags, and they are distributing for the final push down. And you can see sell volume start to dominate at this point. This move right here is going to be different than the move up, where you saw lots and lots of buy volume. You can kind of see lots and lots of buy volume. Now you can start to see lots and lots of sell volume start to dominate at this market top. And price is just usually going to hang around. And what's very bearish in this situation too is sometimes you'll see a big blow off top. You'll see price go a little bit lower, and there's lots of sell volume coming in, and then you'll see one little final push up off very falling volume, very minimal volume, and then price head back down. So that's usually very bearish when you see price climbing up on falling volume in the situation. Now again, it can be very difficult to determine what a market top looks like, because you could have argued that back in May this looks like a market top, right? You see a high big blow off top here with high buy volume. You see high sell volume dominating shortly after, and then you see price ranging. But the confirmation for this was when price really started to show a lot more buy volume at the tail end of this consolidation. That's when you probably saw that this was absorption and that price was going to head higher. So this is these are a few things that you want to look for. You want to look for the big blow off top, high big buy volume, high sell volume followed after that, bearish candle closes, and then you also want to look at a break in market structure on lower time frame charts. So I have a video on market structure. You should go check that out if you don't know what market structure is and what I'm talking about. But you can always see market structure on all time frames right here. Of course, higher the time frame, the more valid it is. Right here, you can already see a top here, low here, and then you can see this lower high formed here and a lower low formed here. This already is a bearish market structure at this point, and it's also telling that this right here was a lower high. Now people might say, oh, this was a higher high, so it's a bullish market structure at this point. But once these lows got validated or got taken out, it officially confirmed a break in market structure, in my opinion. So you can always see this on lower time frames, and again, look at the volume at this point. I mean, huge amount of sell volume during this peak right here, and then you see lots and lots of sell volume just dominating after that. And once the trend is bearish, it's confirmed bearish, you don't really need to have continual higher and higher sell volume as price keeps going down. Once the trend is bearish, you'll see price just is kind of just volume is just average as it keeps going down. And we all saw that in altcoin charts in 2018 and 2019. So we'll look at a few other charts here. Here's SNX BTC. Again, big blow off top here with big buy volume. And immediately after, you saw several sell volume candles, along with some very bearish candle closes. Again, price is always going to hang around for a little bit. And then you saw a oopsies. Here you go. You saw breaks in market structure as price just couldn't make higher highs. And again, here let's look at this other run here that it had in the summer. SNX, again, big blow off top right here. You saw a massive big volume push with one high sell volume. And again, you see price rising on lowering volume, and that eventually is followed by a big lots and lots of sell volume candle closes after that. And this right here officially confirms this is a lower high formed. And there are all sorts of reversal patterns you can look at. You can use classical patterns, just like, head and shoulders if you want, and this is kind of like that, and price continues to head lower. This right here, Harmony or 1 BTC, again, big blow off top here, followed by, and you'll see usually, as I said before, you'll see big blow off top, price hanging around, one last exhaustive pump, and then you'll see price kind of head down after that. You'll see price make a lower high and then like lower lows. And so again, big blow off top here. Price continues to grind up on lowering volume. And this is kind of tricky too, because it looks like there's still more fuel in the tank with this buy volume. But if you went down to lower time frames, you can see that there's a lot of sell volume here on the 4-hour. And after this second push up on lowering volume, you will see lots of sell volume start to come in, and a break in market structure when you see these lows basically on micro time frames just start to get lost. And you'll also see lower highs being formed. As I said before, it depends on what the coin looks like when it explodes up. The faster a coin explodes up, generally, the faster the coin will retrace. And XRP is a great example of this. And even on XRP, you can see explosive move up where this went some absurd 1,700% up. Incredible. And again, you can see these patterns where price is continuing to push up on lowering volume. And that's still fine. That could still be sustainable as seen in the Bitcoin move of 2020. But the way in which these explosive moves happen means that it's generally not going to be a sustainable move. Whereas, as I said before, you see price move up, consolidate, price move up, consolidate, price move up, consolidate. That's a much more healthy move in terms of a bullish trend. Something like XRP will just go all the way up, then all the way back down quickly. So, as I said, for XRP, you just saw these last big exhaustive candles, and you start to see, I'm pretty sure if you start going down to lower time frames, this is a while ago, so it's going to be hard to find, but you will see high sell volume, and then you'll see breaks of market structure on low time frames. But generally, for coins that move up very fast like this, you'll just want to take profit fast. Even the Mighty Link, this was back in June of 2019. Again, big blow off top here, huge amount of volume, followed by high sell volume the next day, and price continuing to hang around. Not necessarily bearish yet, but once you see a break in market structure of these lows get taken out, then that's when you realize that this is a bearish trend. And you can also see lots of sell volume coming in at that point. And you can always generally get the chance to exit too when you start to see coins have a big explosive move up, come back down, last exhaustive pump, coming back down, breaking market structure, and it'll almost always come back up to those lows, and you can exit your bag at that point. And that's what happened right here. So generally, I mean, this goes without saying, but you want to trade and you want to exit when it's pumping, not when it's dumping, typically, of course. So this is my video on identifying tops. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It went a little longer than I wanted, but yeah, please like and subscribe, and please tell me if there are any questions. Thank you.